Alright, so the story about the cracks on my fender. Now, if you guys have been watching my YouTube channel, you know that I had previous damage on the bike. My second week of having my bike, I let my friend drive it. He used to let me his dirt bike all the time. We used to have hell of a lot of fun on it, but I guess he's never been on a real bike. And he was coming into the neighborhood, just coming into the driveway. My friend's next door neighbor's driveway, which happens to be dirt. So he comes into a driveway. Uh, he sees that he's getting into the dirt and kind of panicked and just squeezed on the front brake real hard, and tire just slid out and he went sideways, and his front tire hit a rock, a big rock that was in there, and he fell off the bike and whatever. I saw this whole thing happen. I was just watching the bike come at me, and you should have seen me. I was like, no! But he ended up busting his ass on my bike, and once the bike was down on the floor, I mean, it turned into, hey, are you alright, you know? He was a friend of mine. I've known him for years. I mean, I've known this guy since I was in, like, diapers, you know? So, yeah, he dropped my bike, but, you know, shit happens. He ended up paying for it. So, actually, he's paying for it right now because my bike is under construction. So, you'll hear more about that soon. Well, whatever. So, the crack on the fender, let's get back to that. That previous damage was there. Okay, fine. One day I was on my way to work, and ambulance, not one of those big box ambulance, but it was like a pickup truck ambulance, like the ones that help out. And he had his lights on, and he was moving down the street. And I was just cruising regular, but I guess I caught up to him. And at this particular light, which the light was green, traffic was moving, this guy just decides to stop in the middle of the road and block 2 lanes of traffic sideways as I'm coming down at about 50-60 miles per hour. So of course, you know, I go ahead and I start slowing down, and I kind of panicked because instead of downshifting, I just held the brake real hard, and my back tire started sliding down the road, not wiggling but just sliding. So I was like, oh shit. This ambulance did not move. The traffic was like, the accident was over to the side, you know, and this guy's just blocking 2 lanes of traffic. Like, he could have simply just kept on moving to the side, but no, he wants to stay in the middle of the road and block everything like a fucking asshole. And so I'm coming down the street at about 50-60 miles per hour, and I'm trying to swerve around him, but he's blocking everything. And I swerved around just in time to not really hurt myself, but I did manage to clip the front end of my bike, the little plastic that goes over the front tire, the mirror, not the mirror, but the lens, the reflector that's on the side of the right side broke, and he scratched up my fender. And now I have more useful information that he ended up actually cracking it, but I didn't find that out until later, and I'll tell you about that later. So yeah, he broke the reflector, he scratched up my fender, and ended up putting a crack on my actual side fender of the bike, which really pissed me off. But whatever, it turns out I was already in communication with the guy that's going to pay my bike, until he had already promised me a price. He saw the damage, the extra damage, and he said, hey, look, no problem. I'll be able to take care of you for the price that I gave you. So that's the story with the scratch on my bike.